All right, welcome to the Latter-day Women Warriors podcast. And the holidays are upon us. Holiday season, because there are so many smack dab thrown together. But I think it's funny. I'm just putting it out there. Holiday season, do we really count Halloween? Or is that outside of the holiday season and it starts at Thanksgiving? I'm just putting the question out there to the world. So... all right, guys. Does Halloween get counted?
For me, it
when
does.
We say we're in the holiday season, is it really? Or do we mean Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's?
If it's not, it's the one that gets more attention from me.
Oh, you're a Halloween person.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Halloween person.
Okay.
Go ghost hunting in the graveyards on Halloween.
Everyone should know Myrna has a thing about ghost hunting. So,
can I just make a plug for Halloween, just real quick?
Just a plug.
Just a quick plug.
Just a quick plug. After the... No, I was just going to say, after the Halloween season, this is Thanksgiving. So,
So
what are you going to say?
Halloween, I will argue, is part of the holiday season because... spiritually speaking, symbolically, we're getting into fall, which is going into winter. We're going into the phase of a life cycle where things are dying and coming to an end. And it's making way for the new, which is kind of like the perfect holiday to start segueing into gratitude with Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then Christmas, celebrating Christ. And then New Year's, creating a vision for the birth of the next year.
All right, Angela, I'll give that to you for a partial point.
Did you know what I like about it?
What?
I think it's the beginning of the holiday season because what we do is we wake up our ancestors so that they will come and celebrate Halloween with us, and they can be part of our celebration for the rest of the holiday season. There you go.
Okay. So on from now, we're letting all of our audience people know when we say holiday season, it's starting with Halloween. That is our ruling. That is now gospel. Bam. We're done with that. Okay. Good to know everyone's understanding now about the holiday season. That means that Thanksgiving comes next, which is where we are and what is upon us now. And we thought it would be nice, since this is coming out Thanksgiving Day, that we might have a little moment to just share a part of ourselves and our family traditions and say a little of what we're thankful for this year. Because everyone's life can get so busy and can go off the rails from where we planned. We've all had it happen. But to even in those crazy moments, be able to think about at least one thing to count your blessing with, can make a huge difference in our hearts and in our minds. So I was going to go ahead and start off and then invite Myrna and Anjanette to say their favorite Thanksgiving story or their favorite tradition at Thanksgiving. So I'm married, and Thanksgiving has traditionally been my mom and sister's holiday. And some of the reason for that in my life is the fact that I have a very small extended family. And really on my mom's side, until recent, it's just my mom and sister. That's all the family I have. And so I bring with me my husband, 2 kids, and now my son's wife. So it becomes a party. It's an official party because we have 7 people. And our tradition has always been that we sit down, we have a Thanksgiving dinner. For a long time, my mom is a phenomenal cook, and she would cook it all. And now that my mom's 90 years old, we do not expect that. And I am not a huge turkey lover. Okay, it's another thing. I might not decorate for holidays, and I might kind of bah humbug some of it. I am an okay cook, but I am not a Thanksgiving dinner kind of cook. So I don't cook it, and now we just order it, and that's who we are. No judgments, please. Okay, you can judge me. It's okay if you do. We order from a restaurant, and we pick it up, and we love it. Our tradition, though, is all the food is on the table, and before we eat, and before, after we say our prayer on the food, everyone goes around and says what they're thankful for. We make it a complete intentional moment, and you can say whatever you want. You can be silly. You can be thoughtful, pensive. You can be whatever you want. In that moment, it's about you and explaining to your family what you're thankful for. And there are moments that we have completely cried ourselves to almost peeing our pants. And there have been moments where we have almost cried and have cried. But it is a moment of our family always coming together. And it is a tradition that even when my mom passes away, because she is 90 at this point, it's something that I plan to continue in our family. Even ordering food for Thanksgiving, because those hours are just, I'd like to sleep and have them. And Jeanette, what is a family tradition or anything in there that is precious to you?
So I have a couple of traditions that come to mind during Thanksgiving, and a little bit with Christmas Eve with my family. So my dad's side of the family is pretty much all here in Utah. We're relatively close to each other. We're really lucky and blessed like that. And so in years past, we've always gotten together on Thanksgiving Day to celebrate, and also on Christmas Eve as well. We've got some fun Christmas Eve traditions for another fun video that we'll do. But for Thanksgiving, somebody who has a bigger house and has space for us, because our extended family continues to grow as kids and grandkids go and have more kids. And so it's getting a little large. I think we're getting to the point, if we haven't already gotten there, that we're not going to do Thanksgiving with the extended family anymore, which makes me sad. But in years past, we would pick somebody's house who has enough space for us all, and everybody brings food. We definitely do the full thing with the fixins and everything. My brother always brings the turkey. I'm always fruit salad girl. Some people, we in our family, we tend to do both mashed potatoes and funeral potatoes. We bring, salad and
I'm coming to your Thanksgiving. I'm coming to your Thanksgiving.
Potatoes come and eatings. And I will say, right? And during Christmas, it's even better because we do turkey and we do ham with pineapple sauce. So we have choices. So we do it up right in our family with the food.
Okay, I need to be adopted into your family. just simple. I think they'll love me.
Yeah, it's a good time. And so we don't really have any like religious traditions, because part of our family is LDS, part of our family is not. We do have one rule in our family during holiday get-togethers is there's no talking about politics, because we have part of our family is very conservative, part of our family is very liberal. We have people in our family that have served public office, and so it's very easy for it to descend into a very heated discussion, and then feelings get hurt. So we have a rule: no talking politics at the Thanksgiving table. No, or the Christmas table either. But I just love it because it's very chill. It's not stressful. I think other family traditions tend to be very stressful. Ours is not. For at least not that I've noticed. We just get together as a family. We eat some delicious food. We crack open some soda pop or some Martin's Delis, and we just kind of catch up with each other about what have you been working on this year, what's going on in your life, how are the kids. And it's just very, very non-stressful, and I really, really love it and enjoy it because it's very non-stressful. The other tradition that I love is my friends. I have some lovely, lovely, wonderful friends that I love dearly. We've been friends since high school. And during the holiday season, whether it's usually somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we do a friends Thanksgiving. A Friendsgiving is what we call it. And So we just get together as friends and we prepare a lot of the same food. So I usually am bringing the turkey, and I'm with you, Jen, when it comes to the friends party. I don't cook the turkey. I hire out to a great barbecue place that does great smoked turkey, and I bring the gravy, homemade gravy. And everyone brings something, and we just get together and we just catch up on life as friends and reminisce about high school and what's going on with our lives and do silly things. And we just, it's just, again, chill, fun, celebrating great relationships with great people. So there's a couple of things that I look forward to during the holiday seasons with my family and my friends.
Oh, that sounds awesome and fun.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I will just interject here that the last couple of years, about a year ago, my last aunt died, and her daughter is about my age. We're about 6 months apart. She's my only cousin on that side of the family. And we've been going with her family because she has like 4 kids and lots of people, friends that come over, friends that are like family. And last year we went over to her house instead, and it was fun. But the thing about that meal that was so different is there are gluten-free people, there are vegan people, there are pescatarians, so let's just say it was a little tricky in finding sides and having to ask, how vegan are you? Is butter okay? Is like, so it just entertained me a little bit more that I had to be more specific about a side dish that I was bringing. I've never had so many food questions before. It's just more like, make it. And so that was the first experience of like, it felt like a new age kind. I don't think because there had
Did
to
everybody
be
bring their crystals along with their vegan bread? Yeah.
maybe,
Okay.
but there had to be like desserts that were more like not vegan desserts, and I was like, is butter okay? Because that goes into a crust of a pumpkin pie.
Oh, butter is
So it made last year very different than usual. It was fun. We're going to do it again this year, but now all those questions about what can I put in my side dish have reemerged.
That's right.
So, but I love those ideas. So go ahead, Myrna. What about you?
Well, ours has changed over the years. When my grandparents were still here, we would go up to their house, and all of their kids, most of them live in Utah. So yes, I am Utah born and bred, and I mean, yeah. No, well, yeah, actually, I come from a polygamous family, so absolutely.
Yes.
But I'm all our relatives are all over in Utah. Anyway, we would all go up to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and we had tables galore, just with everybody sitting there and eating. And Grandma would go and say, "What are you thankful for?" And it's like, there's so many people. I'm like looking at the food going, it's going to be cold, and I don't like cold food. So can we get this over with quick, Grandma? Because I like warm food. Okay. Anyway, so we came from that down to when both of my grandparents were gone, or my grandma wasn't able to really do anything. Then we would go to my mom and dad's house, and that only lasted like 2-3 years or so. Mm-hmm. But then my mom stopped cooking.
Okay.
So then it was like, you're on your own, or once in a while, my sisters we would all go, let's get together for Thanksgiving or whatever, right? And one time we had it at my sister's house. We all had to go around the table saying what we were thankful for. But it's now come down to just my family. Now, I got one daughter who is living on her own, working. She works in retail, so she works on the holidays, right? So she's not at home. So now it's just my husband and I. And, well, just really am not going to cook a big old freaking turkey. So sometimes we don't even have turkey. I'm just telling you the whole truth. Don't judge me. Sometimes we'll just have whatever, or sometimes we've actually had ham instead because we grow pigs, and so we had ham, right? And so sometimes we don't have turkey, but the one thing we always have, football. Football. We always have football in our household. Always have football. And so now I'll be quite honest. It's really just my husband and I with our TV trays full of our whatever we've chosen to have, watching football now. That is our Thanksgiving now, to be quite honest. Once in a while we'll get together with the rest of the family, but I'm not really big on cooking. I really have not been ever, really. My husband's a better cook than I am. You get together with people and they say, bring a dish. And I say, okay. And then I say to my husband, I need this dish for this party. And he would make it. So I was and am not the cook in the family. So, but to be quite honest, I'm just going to throw that out there. That is our Thanksgiving. So I'm not as good at traditions.
Hey, watching a football game as a family is a time-honored American tradition.
Yes, and sometimes we have to go to our separate corners because I'm a Cowboy fan, and he is not a Cowboy fan. So he usually takes whatever the other team is that's doing the Cowboys, because the Cowboys play every Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we sometimes have to go to our separate corners. We're also a Utah and BYU people. So we have that fight going in our house too. So
conflict right there. No politics rule for Anjanette's family, and yours is trying to avoid the conflict over football.
Yeah. I mean, we each have our own blankets. Mine's BYU symbol, his is Utah symbol. And one time, it was just a couple of days ago, we were sitting down to watch a football game, and it wasn't either one of BYU or University of Utah, but his blanket, the University of Utah, was sitting on my chair. And I looked at him, and I looked at the blanket, and I said, what is that evil thing doing in my chair?
All right.
And I took him, threw it across the room, and grabbed my blanket and sat down and watched the game. But so football is something we do pay attention to, and that is always on our Thanksgiving. Now, for Christmas, we will let it go for a couple of hours, but then Christmas Eve, it comes back. So we do celebrate Christmas without football for half the day. And then we bring it back up. So we are football fans, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to pretend that we really do Thanksgiving the way we probably should do it. So there you go.
Hey, every family has their traditions. Isn't it really about coming together? Being thankful for family in itself, being thankful for these connections that we forge, even if it's through rivalry, Myrna.
Yeah, true.
Right?
I'll agree.
Okay, I appreciate that. Wow, you and I agree on the podcast. Mark that as a moment. We don't always.
I will give you a point.
Oh, yay, I got a point. I didn't know I could get points. This is exciting. You got a point the other day. Okay.
And then we took it away. So,
and then that's the way the random.
I always get my points taken away. I got in the stinker pot.
Oh, so I just think it's so interesting because your family, Anjanette, is for the most part there in Utah, and you can have these bigger gatherings, like pretty big gatherings. And now, Myrna, you're on the other end of that where it's gotten really small. It's just you and your husband. Mm-hmm. And now I'm experiencing vegan Thanksgiving. So we're all having these new
good luck with the topher night.
I'm sorry for you, Jen.
Hey, I like tofu. I don't know how tofurkey is. We didn't have a tofurkey. We had regular turkey. But I will admit, on air for everyone to understand this, but Thanksgiving, besides the give thanks moment and gratitude, maybe heart like a skip, like I am thankful for things. Thanksgiving food is completely not my jam. It's not my jam. I don't care for turkey. I don't care for like ham like that. I don't care for yams. I don't like marshmallows. I don't like whipped cream. I don't care for a lot of the stuff. I like cranberries. And so usually my mom hates it, but I usually will take the pieces of turkey and cut them up and put the mashed potatoes and the cranberry sauce and maybe some stuffing. I'm not big on stuffing. And I literally mix it all together into a ugly mash of stuff, and then I eat it. And it grosses her out every year. Because the cranberries help get it all down.
Yeah.
It all mixes together in your tummy anyway. So
it does, but it does look like I might have regurgitated Thanksgiving dinner first. Like a little baby bird.
Okay, wait. It's like you can handle the cranberries. I've been experimenting with the cranberry salsa the last couple of years.
Oh,
pretty good.
Okay, and Jeanette's cranberry salsa recipe.
And don't give me no cranberry.
Really?
Oh no, I don't like cranberry.
Really, you don't like the tartness?
No. Give me the meat. Give me the potatoes. Give me the gravy, and I am happy as a clam. Now, I would prefer, and I didn't know that was an option. Didn't know it was an option for Thanksgiving to have funeral potatoes, because I love funeral potatoes.
Oh yeah,
I did not know that was an option. So I may have to do that this year because I love them. But I don't have a very good recipe. So Jeanette, you need to send me a recipe. So that's good.
My sister-in-law has got a great recipe. So I'll get that for her.
Is it really cheesy? Is it really cheesy and really good?
It's cheesy.
It's not dry. It's not dry. Oh, I can't stand the dry ones. Okay.
No, it's all the evil things in one delicious bite.
So bring it on. Okay, so this year, guys, that's what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. I need the recipe. We are having funeral potatoes for Thanksgiving. I don't know if we're going to have a turkey. I'm not going to guarantee a turkey.
It's okay.
But we will have funeral potatoes, because with funeral potatoes, you really don't need a turkey, because funeral potatoes are a meal in and of themselves. Just say
there you go. I don't know. You can put a little bit of ham in with it and just have it be a one-course meal.
Oh, ham goes really well with funeral potatoes. Ham goes so well with funeral potatoes.
Little chunked up, I think it'd be delicious.
Ham with a little pineapple sauce, and then you get this nice, delicious, savory funeral potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't need a turkey now. I got ham.
No, it's been decided. Myrna's Thanksgiving tradition has exploded here live for everyone.
You're welcome.
Oh man, I'm now excited for Thanksgiving.
And if anyone else is deciding to have funeral potatoes because of this podcast for Thanksgiving, please comment and like below. And you're so very welcome. We feel the thanks from you for these ideas.
Okay, sorry.
No, I love it. So the other part of this I was thinking about was what you're really thankful for this year. And we'll go in an opposite order here. We'll go with Myrna. Myrna, what is something that you're really thankful for this year? And then you and Jeanette.
Man, you gotta give me a minute to think. What am I really thankful for? I am truly thankful for family. I grew up with a house full of girls. I don't have any brothers. I was the brother. I remember when my dad came home from the hospital. I don't know whether it was my second to the last or my last sister. And he told me we had a sister. And I looked at him and I said, I'm so tired of being the boy of the family.
That's awesome.
But I am truly thankful for family because I would be really sad to have gone through this time of earthly existence alone. For everybody, there are times in life that are troublesome, are hard, are not easy. And to think that our Heavenly Father would throw us down here with nothing else but our own understanding and experience to go through this alone would, to me, make me believe he's not a loving father. But because he gives us, and his goal plan is that we come down to this earth in families that exist with a mother and a father and children, to help us grow and come back to him. Now, granted, sometimes a mother and father can't have children. But that's why we come in families, because we have our own family that can help us. So I'm not negating those families, because I'm one that had a hard time having a child. We were lucky, truly blessed to have the one daughter that we have. But we went through many sad losses to get that one. So I do feel for those families, and I know how it is. So I'm not negating that, but there is a goal that our Heavenly Father has, and that is for us to be down here in families so that we're not alone. And so I'm truly, truly thankful for his plan of happiness that is initiated into families for us. And I don't know how else to put it other than that it's because this life would be really hard alone. And I know there's some families that don't get along anymore or don't live in the same state. But the fact that this world is very small now with all of our technology. And I pray that we all take the time to maybe reach forward to someone this Thanksgiving and bring them back into our family fold if they have been lost, so that they will have families, so that we can grow our family and have that family around us. And that's truly what I am thankful for. And what I have understood over this whole year is that even though I don't always get along with my family, I am always thankful they are there, because otherwise I would be alone.
That was beautiful, Myrna. Thank you. And Jeanette?
I think for me, this last year has been just a year of a lot of changes. And they've, for the most part, been all really wonderful, amazing changes, but they've been difficult. And I'm somebody who sometimes struggles with change, even when it's good.
We all do.
I know I'm like trying to stifle a laugh here. Like, yes, we all feel that way.
Yes. Yep. So that this year has not been any exception to that for me. I'm very grateful for the family and the friends that I have. They have been very, very instrumental in helping me with some changes this year and supporting me. And new unexpected relationships into my life as well. Just friendships that I didn't expect, but I'm so grateful for. And for the unique opportunities that I tend to get in my life to be around the people that I get to do. I'm very, very grateful that I get to do what I do for a living, because I love it. I love my place in the world, and I don't think everybody gets that opportunity, but I do. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful for that. I am very grateful, of course, for the gospel. I am very grateful for temples. Going to the temple has been a very important part of my life this year. amongst all the craziness and the busyness of life, I try to get there once a week if I can. And it just gives me a little bit of peace and a little bit of reprieve, a little bit of quiet from the chaos that's all around me. So I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family, grateful for the work that I get to do in this world. And I'm grateful for the gospel and for temples.
Okay, I love that list. That's a really good list of things. So for me this year, I think, though it's almost hard to say, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to change. I prize growth and movement highly in my life. And this year, Heavenly Father has blessed me, though, yes, I will admit, I complain about it. But in the end, there's a sense of gratitude and thankfulness to Him for being with me on that path as I change and grow in minute ways, in large ways, this year. And it's only because of Him that I'm able to be somewhat successful with it. And as we all think about our holiday season, counting from Halloween, don't forget, as we do, taking those moments and having reflection and just remembering what to be thankful for, especially as we approach, Christmas season and the birth of our Savior, and remembering all of those things and taking a moment to become like our Savior a little bit more with service and gratitude for all things. We hope, hopefully I can speak for my friends here, that we hope everyone has a beautiful Thanksgiving day, watching football, maybe staying away from politics, trying not to throw rival blankets around the room, and maybe for a moment saying thanks, even if the food gets cold, there's a microwave. All right, guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.